Jim just cleared a whole lung right there.
That's right.
Now you're making me do it.
I had to clear the pipes.
Like I need Hakalugi just to be a part of the glove.
Hakalugi.
That's right.
Isn't that a camp somewhere? No, it's Wanahakalugi. Camp Wanahakalugi.
So what are we doing here?
I don't know. Are we starting?
We're starting.
All right. The music's loud. I'm just enjoying the music.
We haven't started drinking yet.
You not hear the music?
I hear the music.
Okay.
So
The
just
whole
enjoying
show.
it.
Just leave
You hear
whole
the music,
show.
it usually means that we're starting.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. I don't know where we're going. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Ales and Tales podcast. We're apparently doing this live as well as recording it for your listening enjoyment in the future in case you want to revisit. Kind of like a good beer. You want to revisit a few times. So with me are my co-hosts and beer buddies. We got Ben Purrier.
Hello, everybody. Where am I looking? Right there?
Yeah, wherever the dummy lights
Sure.
are.
Carly Duggan.
Duggan.
Ready for Halloween in case you cannot tell.
Love
And Jim
Halloween.
McCarthy.
There we go.
Miss Master.
I've got like
Jim.
multiple messages coming into me while I'm trying to run cameras.
Fun.
Yeah.
So the man behind 5 different computers at
Yes.
once. I love it.
I feel like I'm working for Kiefer Sutherland's character in 24.
Yeah.
CTU.
Gotcha.
Multiple monitors in front of me.
But there is a reason, everybody, that
Okay,
he's
great.
got all of them behind it, that because I can't do any of it. So
It's juggling.
It's all good.
That's all it is.
So
So
dress up as
form of
the
juggling.
Wizard of Oz.
that could work.
Yeah.
He's got costumes all over the place that he could be pulling out
I
too.
really do.
Yep. So we're going to review today, since it is getting close to Halloween, as you can tell, a pumpkin beer. It is a Imperial pumpkin ale that Carly brought us. It is Southern Tier Brewing's Pumking Imperial pumpkin ale. So
I felt that necessary. I don't know why.
that's okay. It worked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But you did notice it made me immediately stop because I got
right.
excited. I'm like, oh, beer.
Feel like you have to pee now, don't you?
After a couple of these, yes. So we're going to dive into this in a minute, but I figured we're going to open up the episode with I'm going to start doing some
Beer quote.
beer wisdom. That's right. Get a good beer
wisdom.
quote
Okay.
from different folks. We're going to start with a pretty famous guy. I thought this was pretty good.
Are they going to be scary?
Is it going to be scary?
Is it going to be a scary quote?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to have the voice effector ready just in case.
Wait, can we get the voice effector?
No, it's just for me.
The way he said,
Just the Wizard of Oz.
no, you cannot get it.
A little too much glee in the voice. Right? there.
Is that evil happy? All right. So sometimes when I reflect on all the beer I drink, I feel ashamed. Then I look into the glass and think about the workers in the brewery and all of their hopes and dreams. If I did not drink this beer, they might be out of work and their dreams would be shattered. I think it's better to drink this beer and let dreams come true than be selfish and worry about my liver. Babe Ruth.
All right.
Yeah. What?
He's dry today, man. This is going to be interesting.
I'm dry. What are you talking about?
He's gonna
I'm
throw
loving
some
it.
dry
I'm
stuff
loving
everywhere.
it.
I didn't have my usual Friday night.
We haven't even got him drunk yet.
I know.
It's just the first episode.
There's too many buttons, and he's just button happy. Just click, click, click.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what you're talking about.
No, we're not going to revisit that one again. Okay, so for the record, folks, I am apparently the straight man in this comedy routine that Jim thinks he has. I don't know. It's his job to mess with me.
I'm
constantly.
enjoying it.
It's good.
It works.
It does.
Yeah, it's made my morning.
So if you guys are not familiar with the podcast and you're tuning in for the first time, just so you know, what we like to do is have a few different opinions on beers. We have different palates. Jim's a little newer to
Beer.
the beer world in
Doesn't
general.
look like it, but I am.
Carly is typically an IPA fan, but does like beer in general. Used to work at a brewery, which is awesome. Ben, a pretty substantial beer fan, beer collector
about
and whatnot. Yep. And I was always more of a kind of a whiskey guy and got into beer, and I just enjoy exploring and seeing what's going on. So it'll give you a few different opportunities, different to get different views on it, and hopefully it'll hit something that makes sense to you, and we found something that you like, or at least we found something that nobody wants to try, and you've learned it through us. So we suffer and you don't.
There you go.
It's a good kind of suffering to get to try all these. So we're going to do Southern Tier Brewing's Pumpkin Ale today. And just to tell you a little bit about them, Southern Tier Brewing Company on their page says they were started in 2002 on a wooded property down a quiet road in Lakewood, New York. Since its humble beginnings, Southern Tier has grown into the industry leader and one of the top craft beer producers in the U.S. Our handcrafted ales are now available in more than 30 states and beyond. We continue to deliver consistent and quality beers while innovating to bring new bold flavors and formulas.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Apparently, I'm looking forward to a beer I just burped. There you go.
There you go.
This
Did it for
particular,
you.
That's a good one.
this particular beer, Imperial Ale, it is All Hallows Eve. It's time. All Hallows Eve is a time of the year when spirits can make contact with the physical world and when magic is most potent. Some think we harness magic to brew our powerful pumpkin ale. Not so, but it is with great respect to the magic of the trade that our brewers craft this fine beer. Savor the bewitching. You're a little late on that.
No, I'm actually cueing it because you said they're going to make contact with the world. What kind of contact are they going to make, Mike?
I'm assuming a very flavorful.
That's right.
Yeah. Savor the bewitching taste, share the magic, and declare your loyalty to the Pumking.
That's right.
All
Sounds
right.
like they're into a little submissive type stuff. Declare your loyalty. Submit.
Submit to the
spirit.
Pumking.
That's right.
All right. Well,
Get on your knees.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
all right. We gotta stop him. We're gonna go. He just goes. Okay, so what I'd like to do, Carly, do you want to describe the box and the packaging for folks who are just listening on audio only?
Yes, my pleasure. So the pumpkin, it's really sharp and crisp, nice label. Definitely get fall vibes, pumpkin spice vibes a little bit. You get Mr. Pumpkin right there. All hail the pumpkin. He's got a little crown. It's just crisp and clear. You know exactly what you're getting. You see the alcohol percentage right away. You see when it's Best Buy. The government warning. Everything that you need to know.
Government warning. No pregnant women. Yeah.
Pumpkin pie in a glass.
That's right.
So nice and obviously very. If you're finding a pumpkin beer, of course, there's going to be orange. So it's going to be easy to find pumpkin ales and stouts and everything around this time of year because typically there's going to be that nice big orange label somewhere on it. So.
Do you guys find it like have the urge to rush out and get the pumpkin spice latte and all that stuff when it starts
Yes.
emerging every year? Do you?
Yes.
My wife and I went out the other day and got one. And she was definitely craving it more than I was. But
Really?
yeah, so I went along with it. It was good. It was all right. This is actually going to be my first pumpkin beer of the year.
Me too.
It has an adverse effect on my innards, so I really don't do it. Yeah.
Makes you want to scoop out your innards.
Think chocolate milkshake.
Let's not think about that.
Not describe that.
No.
Think about that. No.
Mike, I'm starting to come to your side, and we need to kind of stop them.
Yeah. We're gonna.
I was on board up to a point.
We're gonna have. I'm gonna bring in some like bean bag, little bean bag balls that we can just every time just see how many times we.
I'm gonna
whack
look like
them.
Hannibal Lecter.
The
I'm gonna
little
have
dryer balls are great because they're really they're not going to hurt at all. But they're heavy enough that they fly through the air well. Those little big dryer. Oh man, they're perfect.
That's right.
Cats start scratching something they shouldn't scratch at. Just throw it in their general direction, scare them away.
Get some attention.
Water bottle, spray bottle.
That's too mean. I don't like to make contact. It's just to scare them. Just get them off onto something else.
Well, look, someone's got to make the show interesting. So
What are you saying?
nothing.
I think he's saying he wants to bring the that outside cat in here and throw balls at it.
Throw your balls
Spray
at the
bottle.
cat.
You want a spray bottle?
Well, the cat wants the balls thrown at it because it's getting into the season of the spirit and it's contacting with us because it's all into.
It is
the
a
pumpkin
pumpkin-colored
pie.
cat.
It is.
Very orange cat.
It'd be festive if she came in here.
And I'd be sneezing in about
by
2
chance,
minutes.
are you a cat fan?
Oh, is it not obvious?
Are you?
Yes, I love cats.
I used to. Then I realized that they were stealing my soul.
Stealing your soul.
Mike, you did that.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Even without touching the button, I did that.
That's right.
Well, let's
available
crack these
for
things
everybody.
open and let's get some beer going, man. 8.6% alcohol by volume, so we're starting off nice and light.
Third episode's going to be really good.
Yeah. We'll be speaking in Sanskrit. Let me see. Cool. You guys go ahead and do yours, and then we will grab a second one.
Yeah, I kind of need a bottle over here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do.
It even looks orange. Look at that.
Wow.
Brewed with pumpkin.
Yeah.
There's no getting around the background noise, but it's a
pretty
good.
That's all right.
What is that? ASMR, right?
Exactly.
For beer lovers.
The people like that sound. You got to get the opening that. I need that sound effect.
And then the cat in the background.
Oh, there she is.
That's our barn cat. Thank you. We had a mouse problem here. That's why we got the cat. Apparently, they fix mice problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. They tear the mices to pieces.
If you're lucky, our old cat was great. Our old cat was King Mouser. He had 9 confirmed kills in his lifetime of mice.
Confirmed kills. I like it.
It's funny to look at it
Our
through this
cats
glass because it almost looks like like a bourbon or something on video.
It is a orangey,
Very
beer,
orangey.
Yeah,
almost
orangey.
like pumpkin.
Akin to brown water.
Brown one. The head went away pretty quickly because high gravity. It's going to happen inevitably. What do we smell?
Pumpkin, spice.
I don't.
I
And
get
everything nice.
I smell some pumpkin. I don't get any spice smells.
I smell a little bit of nutmeg.
It's not heavy, but it's there.
It almost smells sweet, kind
It
of
might have some
candy-ish.
cinnamon in there.
I wonder if that's going to get caught in the microphones. Probably not.
We need to get like the cat its own little camera.
Yeah. The cat cam.
I'll get
So
right
whenever
on
it
it.
starts chiming in,
Is
it's
there anything else you'd like me to do?
like, ooh, a foot roll would be nice.
It almost smells. It's similar to candy corn in the smell. Again, there's kind of a sweet candy note to it. It's got a little pumpkininess.
Which means that you just take it and throw it in the trash.
You're not a pumpkin candy corn fan.
Candy corns are, it's like, you ever see the memes on how to eat candy corn? You open the bag and throw it right in the trash.
So sad.
I only like the white parts of it for some reason. It has less of the rest of the flavor of the stuff for some reason. It's like
Right.
all the flavors overly packed into the top of it.
But that probably is the flavor.
Right.
There's no other mixture of flavors. It's kind of like Fruit Loops. There is no individual fruit
all in
flavor.
your
It's, just,
head.
it's all just different colors.
yeah, well, I think we had this conversation once about I brought up sixlets and people were like, "What the hell is sixlets? How does nobody know what sixlets are?" Great,
Sixlets?
right?
Never heard of them.
Yeah, it's like M&Ms, but it's a different type. They're round instead of kind of squished or UFO shaped. But they apparently don't have different flavors. But I could close my eyes and eat an orange one and know it's an orange one because to me, I swear it has different flavors. But people say they don't. I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it tastes like the color orange, and that's what you were tasting.
That's
I
right.
guess I don't know.
Orange number 6.
Killer
Could
number
be.
5.
It has that natural chemicaliness that just clicks something in the brain.
But there is a line of cereals. What do they call it? Mom's Kitchen or Malto Meal? It's Mom. But
Mom brand.
And it's Mom brands, and it's really just like how I remember it. How it should be.
You said
Just
they
like
changed the
natural
flavors
made.
of the new stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to find out what the flavor of this beer is, man.
We'll
I
talk
bet
about
everybody
that on
else
our
listening
cereal
does, too.
podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Cereals and I don't know what would go with that.
Oh,
Milk.
my goodness. That's a pumpkin pie in a glass.
Yeah, it's sweet.
That's
but
exactly
not
what
too
it says on
sweet.
the bottle.
They're
Whoa.
not kidding.
Okay, for having no spice whatsoever in the nose, you get hit with the spice
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
immediately. Like there's a lot. That is good.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
That is
That
dangerous
is
good.
dangerously smooth for 8.6.
All right.
Early on a Saturday morning, it goes down a little too easy.
Great way to start the day.
Glick, 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 glick.
Goes well with toothpaste.
No,
No.
Okay.
no.
So I think we could probably all agree the flavors are definitely pumpkin,
Yeah.
but it follows the spices. It's a lot of nutmeg, not so much maybe cinnamon, more nutmeg.
A little bit. Kind of the aftertaste is almost a little bit like Fireball. I get that a little bit.
Fireball is like instant heartburn. You know?
Yeah.
That Fireball. Are you a Fireball fan? Is that?
Well, like not like a everyday kind of thing, but once in a while.
I wake up in the morning, I have a couple shots, I
What's
go
the
to
one
work.
that's cinnamon? Is that Fireball?
That's Fireball. Yeah.
But there's not another one?
Oh, there's gold.
Yeah.
Okay, you're old Goldschlager.
Goldschlager?
Goldschlager for
Did
you.
you say you're old? Is that what you said?
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, you're not wrong.
We can play the tape back on that one to confirm.
Let's rewind and see. Yep. In fact, he was called old.
Yeah, you're old.
We're all old. Well, us three. I don't know about
Older.
Carly doesn't look old.
I am not old.
Carly just
Charlie
turned
is definitely
17.
not old. I'm not. 17.
I have to be 21 to be here.
Sure. We are completely insulated from
Yeah.
any
So-
local laws
Yes.
in this house.
Okay. So, is it very sweet to you guys?
It is very sweet. Some of that's the alcohol.
It's not. Yeah, I guess the high gravity from my limited knowledge of this stuff indicates sweetness
A lot of times, yeah.
when you get that. Especially with the IPAs have the higher gravity. It certainly is much
So I was trying to cut you off,
candy like.
but I was.
I'm trying to. Don't interrupt me interrupting you.
No, I mean, it's the process of alcohol is the yeast eating the sugar. So to get the higher alcohol, you have to have more sugar. So leads into being sweeter. Mm-hmm. You get sometimes a little bit of unprocessed sugar maybe in here. It's not quite eaten all the way up.
I need to get like a science sound effect or music bed.
Isn't there somebody that just yells out, science?
Science.
You're thinking weird science?
Yeah.
No, there is that. But no, that's not what I was thinking.
Okay.
She blinded me with science.
That could work. This is good. I like this. I think that more than one of these could weigh on the tongue. Whenever there's a lot of sweetness in a drink of any sort, it gets a little.
Definitely, you hear you taste the. There's like a heavy, like a bourbon-esque type of aftertaste coming through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
The bourbon sweetness, the bourbon kind of mapley.
Yeah.
Right?
I would agree. Yeah, there is a little bit of maple to it now that I think about that as well.
What do as you guys get older, how have your thoughts changed about Halloween? Now, Carly, you're in a different, you're probably, hey, let's go out, honky tonkin', dress up, right? Which is
Yeah.
like, every day for you.
No.
Right.
I mean, I still love Halloween. I feel like it's a great way to like dress up and meet people and like go to bars. I mean, last year when I went out on Halloween, I feel like people were much friendlier, and I made just new connections, and people are just in a good mood on Halloween.
Ben?
I've always enjoyed Halloween. The older I get, the less I enjoy having to like put up any sort of decorations.
Christmas too, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's
Pain in
just,
the butt.
We don't have kids, and so it's to get the decorations up in the house. Like,
Who am I doing this for?
Like, we're gonna put a couple pumpkins out, and we're gonna turn the light on at Halloween and hand out candy if we're there. It was fun, thanks. But I mean, it's kind of nice, and I'm gonna be dressing up and going to a show, and that's gonna be fun. You get, like you said, you get everybody that's they get into a different mindset. They're not themselves that day. They're somebody else, and so they the freak flags fly and people come out of their shells.
Yeah.
It's always kind of interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Go
Mike?
get
A lot
drunk at
of
show.
women wearing skimpy clothing and a lot of guys wearing skimpy clothing.
You had to go there, Mike, didn't you? You had to make it weird.
Sex sells.
The guys dress up as nurses. Like what?
Is that what you do?
The sexy nurse things, and I don't know.
So last night, one of the singers for the show, she was dressed up as the nurse from the Blink 182 album.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
It was kind of hot.
What show was this?
It was a Foo Fighters cover band. Fingernails Are Pretty. Oh,
Fingernails are pretty.
it was good.
We're going to see
It's
a
fun.
Huey Lewis and the News tribute band in November at the Franklin Theater.
Is it hip to be square again?
Oh, man, I can't wait. That's one of my
I used
bucket
to love
list
their
items.
music, man. Growing up, Dad had their albums, and I used to listen to it.
What do you mean
It's good stuff.
used to? It's like it's
Well, it's not like it's on regular.
Timeless.
It's not like it's on regular rotation in my music playlist anymore. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed it when I enjoyed it.
it's fun to play because you and I are both drummers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great music to play. That's right. You're wearing the Working Drummer podcast shirt.
By the way-
God forbid you promote the actual podcast you're on, but whatever.
Well, hey, so I did want to wear this, and I love this T-shirt, but I did want to give a shout out to Matthew Krause, who works he does the Working Drummer podcast. Awesome guy, super, super nice guy. And I've known him for years, and he was kind enough to have me on years ago doing a financial advisory thing. We did a live panel with a bunch of musicians. It was really, really fun, but all great folks. And he has some awesome drummers on there and some awesome people to listen to. So if you like music and you want to listen to that stuff, check out the Working Drummer podcast is awesome.
So you like dressing up for Halloween as a nurse, is what you're saying?
That's what I was getting at.
Okay. That's what you like about Halloween?
I wax and wane, man. Some years I'm like all in, and some years I could give two farts about it. I don't know. It just depends on where I am.
Right.
But I mean, it's my Gemini nature, I guess. So there are some years I get dressed like hardcore, like the whole skeleton face painted, going crazy, just having a ball. We just go out. Some years I'll go try to figure out how I can scare as many kids as possible, when they come to get the candy. Some years I'm just like, nope.
Don't want to do it.
Nope.
Huh.
I don't know. It just depends. I don't know. It is a great excuse to have fun. I will tell you a not funny story, and probably why that I have mixed emotions. I used to be all in on Halloween and just going out and doing stuff. But years ago, when I first moved to Nashville, we went to a 9 Inch Nails concert on Halloween, and it was an awesome show. And I did not drink. And then afterwards, we decided to go to a bar just across the street, right at the Bridgestone Arena, right across the street.
Eddie George's? Was it then?
What?
Eddie George's? Wasn't that across the street from the Bridgestone?
I couldn't tell you what the name of the place was, man.
Across Broadway or across 4th?
Across 4th.
Okay. I think I know that place.
Anyway, yeah. So we went in, and they were playing good music. Everything was cool. Everything was, fun. It was a DJ. And everybody's dancing, having a good time. And I said, well, I'll have a drink. Mm-hmm. So I ordered a rum and Coke. And I'm hanging out, kind of dancing a little bit on the floor, but I'm not right at the front. And this girl with these freaking stupid fairy wings right in front of me just kept, I'm like, come on! And it was packed, so I couldn't move, and I'm just getting wing blasted in the face repeatedly, and I'm like, this is so ridiculous. So I move, and a different girl with freaking fairy wings knocks my drink right on me, and I went, that's it? I'm out. I was just done. I was fairy winged out. So we left. I did not know that the car we were in had auto headlights, or did not have auto headlights, and my car had auto headlights. So when you get in the car, I automatically turn on at night, right? This car did not have that. So I'm driving around downtown Nashville because it's so lit without headlights on. Got pulled over.
Just with like the
smelled like
parking lights on?
rum and Coke.
Smelled like rum and Coke.
Because of the wing girl.
So I had to do the stupid walk the line stuff and everything, and I'm just trying to wrestle. I was mad, man. Yeah, all because some stupid fairy wing kept just my day.
Fucking fairy wings.
Fairy wings. Don't wear fairy wings. I like your costume.
I need
your costume is
some
great. I
good,
enjoy that.
Thank you.
Easy Halloween costumes. Like that's one problem with Halloween I have is the older I get, I have less imagination, less creativity. I'm like, I don't want to go spend $100 on a costume I'm going to wear once and never wear again. So it's like, okay, what do I have that I can throw together to be something? Right? So easy Halloween costume ideas. Go.
A cat.
Cat.
I've got one.
That would get a lot of attention.
Ken?
Wait, depend. How is that easy? Because you have a tail laying around somewhere.
You just go get the little girl cat ears. You put a little black, paint your nose black, and
then
bam.
whiskers.
I don't know if you had like a furry costume or something with the tail, and it just laid in easy costume. I don't know.
And I got made fun of by every guy at work, and all the women at work will absolutely love me for it.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
We went to a Halloween party once, my wife and I, but we had young kids, and it was what we call our backdoor neighbor. There we go.
I was waiting for him to put on the Barry White music.
Neighbors that live in the back of us, and we would take turns because one of us had to stay home because the kids were little in bed, and we didn't want to leave them alone. So we bought a hard hat with a light on it, and we went as unaccompanied minors.
Oh, Jesus. That's great.
That's a great idea.
There we go.
I like it. I like it.
Or you can do the office thing and put 3 dots on your shirt and go as a 3-hole punch version of yourself. Because they sold paper at in the office. And Jim, he didn't like dressing up for Halloween, so he put 3 black dots on himself on his white shirt. I'm a 3-hole punch version of myself.
Terrible.
Yeah, if you could
why I
make
don't
dad
watch The
joke,
Office.
if you could do like a walking dad joke version of a Halloween costume, what would it be?
Ooh, that's tricky. I was still trying to figure out the easy costume. I guess I was thinking the easy costume for me is like finance manager. Just wear a nice suit. There you go.
Have like a binder and then some glasses.
Yeah.
I did one year just go as the devil as a businessman. All I did was find really dark round sunglasses and put them on and slicked my hair back, and I wore one of my suits.
Right.
I was
see, I like it.
I was phoning it in that year. I did not care. That was one of the years where I was just like, whatever. It worked.
I actually did I platinumed my hair in radio one time, and I went as the Fifth Element version of Bruce Willis.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Big bada boom.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while. It's one of those ones that I can watch over and over again and enjoy. It's good stuff.
It's one of those comes on TV. I'm stuck watching it movies.
Yeah.
Dude who plays the bad guy, what is his name?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
God, what a great actor, man. Everything he does, I'm just like,
Very underrated.
yes.
I was like halfway through whatever the first Batman movie he was in before I realized it was
was
him.
him.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah, I was like,
Yep.
wait, that's Gary.
Well, that's what I didn't know who he was at the time, and I went back and I saw that it was Gary Oldman in The Fifth Element, and I went, no, that's not. Like, I had no idea that was, I couldn't even tell.
Batman, the professional. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, great actor.
He is.
Didn't he do a Dracula movie too?
Did he?
Yeah, there we go. Halloween. Look at that.
There you go.
No coinkydinks.
You know why he said he took that role?
Why?
Because they paid him?
Because there's one line in there where he's like, "I crossed oceans of time to be with you," or something like that. He's like, I just
One
wanted-
line
I just
got
wanted-
him.
I just wanted to say that line. I think that was him.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool.
Interesting.
Hopeless Romantic?
Right before this show, we were watching Billions. Anybody watching that show?
I've not seen it.
Oh, it's a good show. It's one of those thinking shows, like it's chess in real life. Not real life, but, in a drama situation. And they, even in this latest episode, because they're winding down the entire series, where the characters are, diametrically opposed or trying to take each other down, yada, yada, yada. And they're getting to the point where they're just like trying to outthink, like they're 5 steps ahead of each other in a way. Like, well, I know that you know that I know that you know, but I know that you know, one of those types of scenarios. And it's just, it's almost like
don't know.
ridiculous.
I don't know. You know?
Yeah. I know.
No, I've not seen
And the
that.
episode ended
You know
where
that I know, don't you?
the protagonists have.
Oh, you're going to kill it for everybody?
No, sorry. I'm not being specific.
I know, just mess with
All
you.
I see in my head right now is the one scene from Dodgeball.
We go
How
from
did that-
Billions
yeah,
to
what
Dodgeball.
do you think?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
You know the scene I'm talking about, where it's Ben Stiller, and he's kind of going through that whole scenario. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we got a lot of good movie references to go watch. Movies. So what would this pair with? Is there anything that this bear okay. Did we mention this is 8.8?
Oh, you know what it would go good with?
Reset.
The Annie Ann's pretzels, but like the cinnamon sugar.
Oh yeah, that would work. A little bit of
it'd be a lot of-
salty, a little bit of sweet.
Yeah, a little bit of salt on there. I think would help. Like
I've never had the Annie Ann's, but it makes me wonder how it'd go with like the Buc-ee's nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
ever
have
had-
no idea what that is, but
You know what Buc-ee's is, right?
yeah.
Okay, so
Big
there's
gas station.
They got it's like puffed corn nuggets or something like that, and they'll do like a white cheddar jalapeno, but then they got like a cinnamon sugar or something like that.
All right, I'm in on that. The Annie Ann's or Annie's or whatever they are, those pretzels are. Anytime I've ever been in a mall and I see that they have one of the places there, I'm like, pretzel. They're jalapeno ones.
But
rock.
I mean, is it with the sweetness on top of the sweetness kind of be too much, you think?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm thinking like maybe not so much sugar. Like ask them if they can do half salt, half sugar.
Right.
it'd be good for one, right? You know, one pretzel, one beer. You don't want to keep doing that. I think.
Yeah, get a little bellyache.
Honestly, just
tummy
a
ache.
good old stadium pretzel with mustard, I think would be good with this.
Yeah, because you have the savory that goes along with the sweet.
Okay, I got the dumb easy answer.
Okay.
A Thanksgiving meal.
Ooh.
Yeah, turkey, some mashed potatoes,
It's
cranberries.
It's pumpkin pie, but alcoholic for those of us who like that.
Is it
Caramelized
something
onions.
that you'd be able to kind of pound and have one after another?
Only if you have one goal, and that's to not remember your own name.
Right.
I would not do that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I could have 2 of these in a row, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'd be done after that, but
Yeah.
I will say that talking about, as I've mentioned before, the beer tongue and being sweet and that kind of weighing on the tongue, this is not seeming to do that for me, which is good. It does kind of wash away pretty quickly, so it doesn't linger, which is good. That's what you want. You know, you want the flavor of the beer fresh. You don't want it just to linger forever so that you just get bored with the same flavor.
What has been your flavor as of late? What's your go-to?
Hold on. I'm salty. Not my flavor. I don't know what you mean. My flavor of late. What do you mean?
Just, what have you been drinking?
Wine?
Been drinking a lot of wine?
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of wine. I've gotten more into the. I used to hate white wine, and then I found Austrian whites, and I love them. So I've been exploring those. Just stuff like that.
I've actually been really digging Mick Ultra. I know it's a bad word.
No, it's not. It's fine. There's a time and a place for it, right?
Yeah, we went to the beach last week and we had a couple of specialty beers and stuff, and I'm just not in the headspace for it. I just want to
Chill beer.
You just want to chill out, relax, not think about it, not have to process it, know? And that's actually on the latest clip that we put up about the game day beers. Same thing for a game day. You don't really want to, have to process what you're tasting.
Correct.
You just kind of want to, have a nice, it's like drinking water with flavor.
Well, there's beer for the sake of
side effects.
Yeah, there's beer for the sake of beer, and then there's beer just because it's a social, aspect or lubricant or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Football beer, like we talked about. There's no reason to really care too much about it because you're not focused on that.
I kind of think that's why people, please don't take offense to this. I'm about to fire some shots. I think that's why people like IPA so much because so many of them kind of just taste the same that, you can kind of drink it without having to process it or think about it. And it's still a craft beer and it's, you get a lot of the hops. And if you're not really paying attention, it all kind of blends together.
Ooh, we got a comment on the live feed.
Oh,
Matt Dubio, good friend of mine from
up, Matt?
Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Mics aren't feeding audio. Okay, Matt. We're working on it. We're just trying stuff out.
That's pretty funny. So they're just watching us make, gestures.
It's actually the room mics. The mics on the cameras are actually picking up the audio.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll improve.
Next time.
Thanks for watching.
All
right.
Cheers.
Salud.
Okay. Wah, wah, wah.
So I was thinking of anything else that this would pair well with. This, much like the other cheesecake one that we talked about, this would work with like just a plain cheesecake. That Publix cheesecake you got when we paired it with wasn't
that good?
The bile beer,
right?
Holy crap, it was good. And
Courtney did say that she still thought the beer tasted like crap. So
I want some grilled chicken with a good like peppery Kansas City barbecue sauce.
That could work.
Not because you don't want a sweet barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's why like Kansas City barbecue sauce is generally a lot not as sweet, more peppery. Yeah,
not a cigar beer. I'm not detecting cigar.
No,
not a pizza beer either because I always go to the pizza.
Well, if it was a white pizza, maybe not with marinara sauce.
Marinade?
You'd have to do like a fall pizza. Like they got one at Tenfold with like butternut squash and goat cheese or something like that.
Right.
That might work.
Ooh, yeah.
Right. Something with just a really good extra virgin olive oil and some basil and again the herbs and stuff that you would get. When you think of more fall
Sage.
kind of stuff. Yeah, that would work well. Yeah, I'm in.
All
right. Well,
there you go.
Let's
We're
get a
gonna rate
rating.
it. I'm gonna give it 8 pumpkins.
I think 8 pumpkins is a good score.
Yeah.
Well,
I
come on,
agree.
Ben. What are we doing here?
8.002.
There we go. Ding, ding, ding.
Zero.
That's right.
It's going even for you just to shake it up a little bit.
Nice. Carly, what do you think?
Yeah, 7.5 pumpkins.
7.5, 7.5 pumpkins. All right. Mickle.
I give this a full turkey dinner plus 8 out of 10 slices of the pumpkin pie.
So I would say as Thanksgiving
No
is
whipped
coming
cream?
up,
No whipped cream?
No, it's sweet enough. I would not add whipped cream.
let's give Southern Tier a little nod as a nice little compliment to your Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
This
You
works
should
well.
seek it out.
I would recommend it. If you get a chance to find it, You always have a chance to find it. Just drive around, drive to a different state. If you get a chance to try it, I would recommend that you do so. It's definitely good.
Now, Carly, you said you brought this here to us from Ohio. Okay.
Yes.
And,
'cause Cleveland has a tap room too.
And are they distributing nationally? Do you know where you can find this down here?
I've seen this here.
Have you?
Okay. Yeah, definitely in Cleveland. Yeah. And yeah, just good memories going to Southern Tier in college, doing a flight of their pumpkin beers and trying all of them. And yeah.
Would it perhaps be available at one of the fine local, wine and spirits locations here in Tennessee,
Probably.
particularly in Cool Springs?
I think so. I mean, Cool
I love
Springs
Jim's
Wine and
marketing-
Spirits, possibly.
marketing
At
approach.
I wasn't trying to give them any props. All right, they got to pay for that. So
Yes. 8.6. It might even still just be in the grocery store.
really,
Supermarkets.
Come to think of it, I feel like I've seen that in a Kroger or a Publix before.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, what did I read? They're one of the top tier, one of the largest of craft beer breweries at this point in time. So,
Oh, wow.
I mean, I have a feeling that happened because they have really good distribution.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to grow that big if you're just doing local.
Yeah.
So,
oh,
cool.
Pumpkin pie in a glass.
Indeed.
is.
Good stuff.
you got to wonder if almost you could put whipped cream on top of it. Would it?
No.
No.
It's too sweet. You think you...
Well, I mean, pumpkin pie, you put whipped cream on top with ice cream and stuff like that.
But pumpkin pie isn't... If done right...
Right.
Okay, so thinking in Italian dessert styles, you don't want a dessert to be very sweet. Because it doesn't need to be. That's why there's cheese in it and stuff like that. But a dessert doesn't have to be. It's just sugar is an American thing, man. Just stuff as much sugar as possible into stuff.
Creamy it, just a little cream right in the glass, creamy it up a little bit.
Maybe around the rim of the glass, possibly.
Have you seen the thing, the little like red wine and milk? Apparently, people.
Oh, dear
mix-
God.
Yeah.
No.
Is it good?
I don't know. I'm too scared to try
No.
it. But I've also seen Dr. Pepper
Sounds
with
horrible.
two creamers. Go through the drive-through, get a Dr. Pepper
Okay.
with two creamers.
There's this place in Franklin. It was it's like the shop or a bunch of stores inside of a big. I can't remember the name of it.
A mall?
It's where the boxing tournament. It's right next to the boxing place that Evan was at.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? It's like
It's called The Factory in
Factory.
Franklin. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was this place there that was selling like the Utah style sodas. So you can get Dr. Pepper with creamer and sugar.
It's a cream soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the flying
It's
heck?
so good.
So it's a cream
Well, of
wine.
course,
cream
'cause it's
soda.
like just
So it'd be
sugar
a cream
filled.
wine or a cream beer.
Right.
What would you like in your sugar drink? Oh, I'd like some extra sugar, please, because
I know it's ridiculous.
that
Yes.
is holy crap.
Ever have a beer and ice cream?
I'll have the Wilford Brimley, please.
Yes, I have. I've poured some different stouts over ice cream before, and I bet you
It's
have.
pretty
too.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beer over ice cream.
Yeah.
Kind of
Like
like a
a-
beer
like a-
float, but with a beer float.
You're probably going to
Yeah.
do something like
Chocolate stout,
this-
vanilla
this
ice
could
cream.
work.
This, yeah, okay.
yeah, vanilla ice cream.
Ooh.
That could work.
Try
Make
that.
a little reduction with this, pour it over, thicken it up and pour it over the ice cream.
Ben is a worldly man.
I try.
I like it.
Awesome. Well, so yeah, folks, if you get a chance, give this one a shot. I think we're going to wrap this episode up, but it was worthwhile. Check it out. If you can find it, get it. Have a good Thanksgiving meal with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, give us a like. Let people know about us. Get us some sponsors.
Where can they do that, Mike?
At the alesandtalespodcast.com. You can find all the audio listening. You can also go to YouTube and find us at the Ales and Tales Podcast, Instagram at the Ales and Tales Podcast. Are you noticing a trend?
That's right.
Yeah, just love to hear your response. If you guys have had a chance to try this, let us know what you think. We're curious. Love to hear about people's experiences with beers, and hopefully you've enjoyed ours. So until next time, cheers.
Cheers.